To understand of evolutions about sex and guts, you have to watch until the end.
Sex is a battlefield. Animals will go to extreme to mate and ensure the survival without sex. The species is history its gene, Ariden. From violent couplings to sperm wars, to mating rituals, and amazing love. Sex drives evolution, and evolution drives sex in nature. That is really is. It's all about sex. Scientists are studying a marvelous of evolutions. Over millions of years, evolution has built protruding jaw and razor-sharp teeth of the ocean's master predator. But sharks are more than just killing machines. They are pioneering of sex. 400 millions of years ago, sharks became one of the first vertebrates to evolve the penis. But they hardly last. Over millions of years, the penis proved so valuable that independently evolved and animals as different as insects, birds, reptiles. The penis is a good example of organisms to argue about evolution because it serves as one purpose of its arisen in many different ways and a variety of organisms. But how the penis become so vital? 700 millions of years, sharks, fish, and other vertebrates have yet to evolve. Sea life instead comprises of single-celled creatures. To pass on their genes, they don't have a partner, but they can produce by themselves. 400 millions of years ago, sharks became one of the first vertebrates to evolve the penis, but they hardly last. Over millions of years, the penis proved so valuable that independently evolved and animals as different as insects, birds, reptiles. The penis is a good example of organisms to argue about evolution because it serves as one purpose of its arisen in many different ways and a variety of organisms. Reproduction before sex are all asexual. Asexual reproduction means that you just make copies of yourself and send them off into the environment. They have all of your genes and no one else. It does guarantee that the 100% of organism genes are passed on. But the evolutionary battlefield, this strategy has one serious flaw. Each and every creature share the exact genes and they share also same genetic weak spot. But with sexual reproduction, the mixing and matching of genes increases odds of at least some individuals living on. The secret of survival is sex. In shark, evolution rise to an innovation that allowed males to deploy sperm cell directly to the inside of the females. Sharks are one of the first vertebrates to physically connect during sex. It may sound friendly, but sharks, it's anything. The male will bite her pectoral fin, her arm fin, and roll her over. Then, the male has two claspers or penile and one is rotated around while the others stay back, and that's inserted into the female's cloaca, which is the common duct. This vertical hold may look brutal, but biologically speaking, it's a thing of beauty. But the crucial innovation of shark is the penis. The crocodile. Male crocodile have a unique sex organ, not like the claspers of the shark, not a penis as human we know it either. Unlike humans, dogs, cats, they don't have this very long organ that sticks out all the time. It's actually much as smaller organ that's kept inside the body. Most of the time, the male genitalia is kept inside a slit on his underbelly called the cloaca during sex. However, muscle inside the cloaca contract, averting the animal's penis. But 3 inches long at the 12 foot of crocodile, the male must insert it into the female's cloaca to deposit sperm. The elephant to reproduce. The male elephant rears and leans on the female, but doing so puts a huge amount of a weight on her back. Over time causes permanent damage, creating small fractures in the female's backbones. And now, for the birds. Birds, they are direct descendants of dinosaurs, and they lay eggs like dinosaurs. They could copulate the same way. Birds do it basically bounds of quickness, mostly because they're trying to fly, and the same way they are trying to reproduce, and the male would be fluttering the arms as they are trying to get the female. Birds quick transfer the sperm known as the cloaca kiss.
Human forever changed sex with the evolution of love. Now humans are going a step further, taking our evolutions in our own hands and separating it from the act of sex.